Norway is, without doubt, one of the most beautiful countries on Earth. With deep fjords, high mountains, glaciers, and forests, it is a land of breathtaking natural landscapes. It is also home to plenty of wildlife. There are puffins and razorbills in the many seabird colonies on the Atlantic coast, while the forests and mountains are home to elk, brown bears, and Arctic foxes. Norway is the perfect destination if you love the great outdoors. Here are the 10 must-see places in Norway. Number 1. Preikestolen or Pulpit Rock. Towering over 600 meters above the waters of Lysefjord, this spectacular tower of rock with a near-perfect flat top is probably the most visited viewpoint in Norway. Pulpit Rock was first noticed by a hiker in 1896. Ever since then, its popularity has grown. Today, thousands of people make the journey to this breathtaking viewpoint over the fjords and mountains. Number 2. Hardangervidda National Park. Hardangervidda is the largest mountain plateau in northern Europe. It is a landscape of deep valleys and rocky mountains that hold snow well into the summer, the perfect environment for reindeer. Hardangervidda is home to Europe's largest herd. For outdoor lovers, Hardangervidda offers a lifetime of exploring with a vast network of trails and huts. One of the most popular destinations is Voringsfossen, where water cascades over 180 meters from the plateau into the valley of Mabodalen. Number 3. Jostedalsbreen National Park. This wild mountainous region in the south of Norway is home to the largest ice cap in mainland Europe, the Jostedalsbreen Glacier. Over half of the national park is made up of ice, but there are also fjords and deep valleys, perfect for hiking and wild camping. In Norway, you are allowed to camp in the wilderness. Just find a spectacular spot and enjoy the view. Number 4. Jotunheimen National Park. Named in 1862 by Norwegian poet Asmund Olafsson Vinje, Jotunheimen translates as home of the giants. And it certainly is. The region is home to Norway's highest mountains, including the highest of them all, Galdhøpiggen at 2469 meters. Whether you simply want to explore by car, go for a gentle walk, or join a serious mountain expedition, it has something for everyone. Perhaps the most famous mountain ridge in Norway, Vestfossen, attracts thousands of hikers every year. Number 5. Geirangerfjord. Everyone knows Norway is famous for its deep fjords, carved out by glaciers during the Ice Age. Perhaps the most famous and beautiful of them all is Geirangerfjord. It attracts thousands of visitors a year who come by cruise ship, car, or on foot. With its sheer mountain walls rising straight from the water, Geirangerfjord is an awesome sight, particularly where the Seven Sisters waterfall cascades down the cliff to the sea. Number 6. Dovrefjell. Dovrefjell offers the chance to see many of Norway's boreal species, such as elk, known as moose in North America. But the main attraction here is one of the rarest mammals in Norway, the musk ox, which is only present in this part of Norway. Normally restricted to Alaska, Canada, and Greenland, this Arctic ungulate was introduced to Dovrefjell in the early 20th century. Visitors can follow the dedicated musk oxen trail or join a musk oxen safari in the hope of spotting them. But don't approach closer than 200 meters as they can be dangerous. Number 7. The Lofoten Islands. Perhaps the most dramatic skyline in all of Norway, Lofoten in the far north is a chain of islands rising straight out of the sea, with saw-toothed peaks, wild windswept beaches, and deep fjords. Without doubt, the most scenic area is at the southern tip of the archipelago at Rhine. This tiny fishing village on Moskene Island has a magnificent backdrop of jagged peaks surrounding Geirangerfjord. It is arguably one of the finest views in the world. Number 8. Senja. This island to the north of Lofoten is less well known than its sister island and attracts fewer tourists. But the mountain scenery is almost just as good. This is a land to explore on foot, with huts and trails crisscrossing the island. Many of the mountains are too steep to climb without ropes, but a hike to the top of Heston for the famous view of the neighboring peak of Segla only takes 2 hours. Number 9. Nordkapp. This is as far north as you can drive in mainland Europe at 71 degrees north. It is not, as many people think, the most northerly point in continental Europe, however. That lies just 2 miles to the west at Nifskjeladen, which is 1,400 meters further north. You can get there by a muddy 5-mile trail. Most people are happy to park the car at Nordkapp, and enjoy the view from the top of the 300-meter cliff over the Barents Sea. In summer, this is a great place to see the midnight sun, and in winter, the northern lights. Number 10. Svalbard. This archipelago in the high Arctic is halfway between the northern tip of Norway and the North Pole. To get there, you have to take a flight from Oslo or Tromsø. It is a once-in-a-lifetime destination and one of the most accessible regions of the high Arctic for tourists. The main town of Longyearbyen is the base for all activities on Svalbard, and there is plenty to do from guided hiking to boat trips to wildlife watching. This is the land of reindeer, bearded seals, beluga whales, walruses, and of course polar bears. A visit to Svalbard is an unforgettable journey.